What's good, y'all? My name Dre. Today we're gonna go over the lookbook for the Supreme Fall Winter 2026 collection. I'm excited. I'm not a brand loyalist. I love Supreme, but I'm gonna be honest. I promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. If this is a good season, I'm gonna say that. If this is a season full of repeat and weak designs, I'm gonna say that too. I'm gonna go over the lookbook first, and then I'm gonna probably go over the preview later, break that down in the section so the videos don't be too long. But let's get into it. I've been anticipating this since I first seen the teaser from the lookbook. The first image, we got a Supreme Jeff Hamilton box logo applique hooded leather jacket. I'm not gonna lie, this jacket is dope. We seen this in the teaser. No surprise, it's a Jeff Hamilton jacket. In my breakdown of the teaser, I said it reminded me of a Jeff Hamilton jacket that I own. But like I said, this jacket is gonna be very expensive, and I'm assuming very limited since it has all of the box logos. They look to be individually cut into pieces of leather and sewn together, so this is gonna cost you an arm and a leg. If your money ain't knee alone, go ahead and keep scrolling. The jacket is amazing though. You can see all of these little different designs from box logos and stickers that we got over the years, so it's definitely a nostalgic piece. If you're a person that can afford this, good luck. The second photo, we got the Supreme BB Simon Fox Fur Windstopper hooded bomber jacket, small box tee, and cargo pants. Strike one already, a repeat design. They already did this when they released the first ever BB Simon collection. They had a puffer jacket. The only thing they changed was the material. The first one was just a regular puffer jacket, and this one is fox fur. Like, that's what I'm saying, there's too many repeat designs. We just seen this. We got the Supreme Champion quilted satin varsity jacket, cargo pants, and studded leather belt. They just released this studded leather belt, but this jacket is clean. It kind of reminds me of a quilted bomber they did some years back. I think the color blocking is unique. It's got that Yankee color to it, so I'm sure a lot of Yankee fans will probably gravitate towards it. I'm interested in seeing what the other colorways look like too. We got a Supreme shot leather down hooded puffer jacket, small box tee, leather cargo pants. I'm not gonna lie, this leather puffer is hard. This is probably my favorite item that we've seen so far in the lookbook. This is definitely a dope piece. This grown man stuff right here. Like, this is one of them ones. I'm sure it's gonna be crazily expensive because it's downfill and it's leather, so it probably would be out of reach for me unless I catch it later on down the line on StockX on the resale market if it plummets. We got the Supreme AOI Gore-Tex hooded jacket, double knee utility pants, Supreme Hanes plaid boxers. So it look like we're getting some different boxes this year, so that's dope. I mean, I feel like one time before they used to give us a variety of different colors every now and then. We had a green pair, pink pair, purple pair. Then they just started giving us the basics for a while outside of last year, the Spider-Man collab. So I mean, it's dope they doing something different with that. I mean, as far as this jacket go, it's clean. It's a dope jacket. I like the colorway of this one with the red, the gray, and the navy. And on the back you got the AOI design with the angel holding on to the gun. I'd be interested in seeing the other colorways, but I feel like this probably would be the best colorway of this jacket. We got the Lynx Fox Fur Windstopper overcoat, Jesus Christ hooded sweatshirt, and cargo pants. I'm not gonna lie, this jacket kind of reminds me of the MM6 Fox Fur coat they put out, the first MM6 collab. So I'm not a fan of this. I feel like it's too close to that. I think that one was a little bit more patchwork type design, but it still has that similar look to it. And like I said, I'm tired of the repeat designs. Just give me something new. Like, I understand the essentials, but a lot of these pieces are like, they're repeating them like after they just came out. It's different if you go in the archives and bring back something that was really sought after 10 plus years ago, but repeating designs that came out 1 or 2 years ago, that's crazy and lazy. We got the Supreme shot distressed leather jacket, the Gore-Tex cargo pants, and a Cityscape beanie. The Cityscape beanie, you can't really see it too well in this image, but the brown and the green is a good color combo, so we'll see what that looks like when we get a better view in the preview. As far as the leather jacket go, they released this style of jacket I think last fall, winter. This is a different color though. I'm not really feeling this reddish color. We'll see what the other colorway looks like. We got the 2-in-1 Mason Gore-Tex shell reversible 700 fill down jacket, small box tee, and baggy selvage jeans. Anytime you see 2-in-1, pause, that's already gonna be expensive, and especially 700 fill down. That's probably $700 to $800 jacket right off that. The pattern that's on this jacket kind of reminds me of the Nike Supreme collab with the foam posits some years back. So I think that's a callback to that design. The flowery kind of paisley kind of gold pattern that was on the foam posits and the jerseys that released. This reminds me of that. And it's not a bad jacket, it's just not that wearable for something that you're spending $700 to $800 on. This probably not a piece you will want unless you just really love this jacket. For me, it's a pass. I'm wondering if they have any other colorways, like maybe a black or something. Black might be dope, probably can match them up with the foam posits. We got the Supreme Larry Clark hooded varsity jacket, Supreme hang tagless tee, and chino pants. The jacket is clean, the front of it. Once you get to the back, you have these images, I'm guessing, of the photographer, Larry Clark. No disrespect to the artist. I mean, I'm not familiar with his work, but to me, on the varsity jacket, I don't want screen printed images on the jacket. To me, this works better on a t-shirt or, yeah, a t-shirt or a hoodie. It's not cohesive. It looks out of place on this item. We got the reversible reflective down puffer jacket, capital hooded sweatshirt, panel double knee painter pants. I mean, the jacket is cool. It's reflective and it's reversible. So if people are interested in having a reversible jacket, this one for you right here. For me, it's a pass. I don't need all that extra stuff. A reversible jacket is only appealing if both sides look good. This would be a pass for me. Supreme Vincent Leathers Cordura down jacket, contrast zip warm-up pants. I might be in the minority with this, but I think this jacket is horrible. For one, it's another repeat design. They put this exact design on a Gore-Tex type rain jacket a couple of seasons ago. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of repeat patterns, and also this design to me doesn't work well on the puffer jacket. This is like more of like a racing style kind of design with all the patches on it, and to me it just doesn't work well on the puffer jacket. The puffer jacket, to me, I need it to be more simplistic, not as much branding, and just let the silhouette speak for itself. We got the Supreme woven suede hooded work jacket, Supreme Mason Jacquard soccer shorts. This jacket is dope. Like, I love the color on this work jacket. It's beautiful. My only thing is, I probably would have much rather seen the suede finish without the woven design. I felt like that would have been a cleaner look, but I'm not mad at this. It being suede, I'm sure it'll be pretty expensive. We got the Captain's varsity jacket, Wash box logo hooded sweatshirt. They're doing another Wash logo, box logo. Painter pants. You can't really see the pants in this picture. It looks to have graphics all over it, so I'll be interested to see what those look like when we get to the preview. I'm not a fan of this varsity jacket. I don't like the graphics on the shoulder sleeves. I mean, I kind of get that as far as the football jerseys, they have the numbers and stuff on the sides of the jersey, but for me, on this varsity jacket, it just doesn't work well. The front is so plain. The patches on the sleeves they just don't look right. I mean, you do have a nice hit on the back where it says Supreme New York. It won't be worth the price in my opinion. Plaid wool suit, Supreme Hanes thermal crew neck, studded leather belt, Supreme Dr. Martin, woven 3-eye shoes. I'm not a fan of suits, but if you love Supreme and you love suits, this for you right here. But for everybody else, go elsewhere if you need a suit. Don't spend all this money on a suit just because it says Supreme. Don't get me wrong, the suit's not bad or anything, but it's not special enough for what it's gonna cost either. Basically, we got another repeat design. We got the Supreme shot hooded shearling coat. They released the coat last fall, winter 2025, and it looked almost identical to this, except it didn't have the hood on the back. So this is an automatic pass, not like I was gonna get it anyway, because these jackets run you like $1,598, $1,498, or whatever the price is. Too much. But it's definitely, I'm not interested. This is the same thing you just did. We got the slant applique, half zip pullover, the Supreme Mason Jacquard baggy jeans, and glossy Sherlin Trooper hat. I'd be interested in seeing other colorways of that glossy Sherlin Trooper hat. It might be dope. I'd love to see a brown khaki fur kind of color. That'd be dope to see, so we'll see when we get to the hat section. I'm not feeling this half zip at all. I don't like the way the branding is. It's just lazy, to be honest. The branding is loud, but it's not done in the way that it's bringing anything to the design. This is just letting people know you have Supreme on. I'm not a fan of that. We got the Supreme Rita Ackerman hooded work jacket, mini plaid shirt, leather cargo pants. The color on this hooded work jacket is beautiful. I love that smoke kind of gray look. I also love when Supreme does collabs with artists. As an artist myself, I like to see other artists get recognition and be able to collab with brands like Supreme so they can get their work more noticed. It brings attention to the artists and allows people to connect with them outside of Supreme if they like their artwork. It's cool. The colors are nice on it. The artwork is cool. I'm not sure if it's something that I would pick up personally because I'm at the age now where I only want pieces that I know I'm gonna wear a lot, and I'm not sure if I will wear this often, and I'm sure it's gonna be $398, $498 the way things are going with Supreme. It's a dope jacket. I love the colors on it. The artwork is pretty cool too. We got the Fox Fur collar car coat, the Supreme BB Simon football jersey, and the Stretch Loose Fit Selvedge jeans. We always get the distressed loose fit Selvedge jeans. At this point, you can kind of just mark them down as they're gonna be on there for every season, so that's no surprise. As far as the Supreme BB Simon football jersey, looking at the jersey, it seems to have rhinestones, so that's a pass for me. I don't have a problem with rhinestones and studs, but I feel like they need to be done selectively. Like, I don't want those on my jerseys, and I feel like every year the Supreme jerseys are getting worse and worse. Rhinestones and the BB Simon studs, they have their place in fashion, don't get me wrong, but on the jersey is not that place. Now the car coat is dope. I like the plaid, is unique, it's different. The collar on the jacket is a bit much. I mean, I like it, I would wear it, no lie, but it's not something that you could wear all the time, so it won't be worth the price tag. Sequin line hooded zip-up sweatshirt and leather cargo pants. Automatic skip. I don't want nothing with sequins on my clothes. Supreme Gore-Tex N2B jacket, Gore-Tex cargo pants, studded leather belt, Supreme Timberland Diamond Plate 6 Premium waterproof boot. Uh-oh, they bringing back the Timbs. I ain't gonna lie, I sound like a hypocrite. I've been talking about repeat designs, but I love those Timbs, and I didn't purchase a pair, so I'm not sure if the person is wearing them from the previous season or are they releasing them again. As far as this outfit, I'm tired of seeing the art logo like on every jacket. Like, it works sometimes, but I feel like they just did this kind of design when they released that hooded reflective work jacket and it had like the plaid in the inside. This kind of reminds me of that, but it's a Gore-Tex jacket. I'm not a huge fan of the Gore-Tex stuff, but I mean, it's not bad or anything. As far as the pants go, it's an automatic pass. I'm not a fan of any branding on the back of my pants. Like, I'm good off that. Like, I don't want people looking at my butt, so that's definitely a pass. Especially if it say Supreme across the butt of the pant. You advertising good butt? No, I'm good on that. We got the medicine sweater and the panel double knee painter pants. This sweater, I like the composition of it. It kind of looks chaotic. Everything's kind of spread out. You have some images on the sleeves of the sweater, some on the front, different areas of the sweater. It looks very chaotic. But me as a 30-year-old, 32, almost 32-year-old man, I'm not advertising wearing drugs on my clothes, but to each his own. I don't even drink or smoke, so this is definitely not the piece for me, but I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in this piece. We got the Supreme Alpha Industries wool hooded bomber jacket and cross track pants. But the bomber jacket is dope. I mean, I'm biased. I'm a fan of animal print. I just wish they would switch it up and stop using this specific one, because they kind of use this specific animal print like all the time. We got the Supreme Stan collar line nylon jacket, cargo pants, studded leather belt, and applique ear flap beanie. The ear flap beanie is interesting. I think a lot of people have nostalgia for those kind of beanies because a lot of us grew up wearing those kind of ear flap beanies. I'm not interested in this color, but we'll see what the other colorways look like. As far as the jacket, it's basic, it's not bad, and it's not nothing special. We got the cross-track jacket, the cross-track pants, love hooded sweatshirt, and the Supreme Nike Air Max 2001 Air Ecstasy. I'm not a huge fan of this tracksuit. I mean, it's alright. I'm just not a huge fan of the cross design. I feel like they didn't use that kind of repeatedly. They did the cross box logos a few years ago, and recently on the Supreme Thrasher used that kind of cross design for that too. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's alright. It's not bad, but it's not something I would go out and buy. As far as the Air Max, I'm real picky about the Air Max that I buy. I'm not real familiar with this model, but I'd be interested in seeing the other colorways. I'm not a fan of the red and yellow on this one. The striped shirt, we get those all the time, nothing special. You see them all the time. I mean, you probably could find this at your local thrift shop or JCPenney or Dillard's. It's nothing special. Don't spend your money on Supreme if you can find what they putting out cheaper somewhere else. We got the Supreme Umbro Velour track jacket, cargo pants, and base layer beanie. I know people love those base layer beanies. They not for me personally. I like a regular fit beanie. As far as this Umbro jacket goes, I'm not gonna lie, I like this in a weird kind of way. Like the colors contrast very well. The pink and the green is something you wouldn't really expect to work together, but I don't know, it kind of reminds me of nature. Like the green represents like grass and trees and the pink represents flowers. It worked for some reason. I kind of wish they would have made the green maybe dark purple or maybe a lighter shade of pink so it could have created that like gradient, but I'm not mad at this. This works. We got the overprint Jacquard denim trucker jacket, small box tee, cargo pants, and Swarovski S logo New Era. I hope that's not the same New Era that they already just released not too long ago, but it sounds like it. Overprint Jacquard denim trucker jacket, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, it's very loud. I'm normally a guy that's a huge fan of patterns and bright colors and stuff, but to me this just doesn't work well. I'm not a fan. It's a pass. We got the face mask Cordura down puffer jacket, Supreme Hanes Thermal Crew, overprint Jacquard double knee denim, painter pants. Those pants might be dope. We'll see what those look like in the preview. Hopefully they got some dope pants because they've been slipping for a while now with the pants. But as far as this jacket go, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's a unique way of putting a face mask on, but this day and age, I'm not really a huge fan of the face mask. It gives negative connotation, so it wouldn't be for me, or if I did wear it, I wouldn't zip it over my face. Probably would be uncomfortable anyway. Only thing is cut out is the eyes. I'm imagining it's hard to breathe in that thing, but yeah, and it's gonna be crazy price just because they added that feature to the jacket, but I'm good. Fox fur windstopper vest and Tarja long sleeve top and cargo pants. Nope. We got the Furline hooded field jacket, Pirate zip up hooded sweatshirt, Pirate sweatpants, and Nike Air Force One lows. They always give y'all the forces every season, so that's nothing special. But as far as the sweatsuit, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the stacking the logos. Like, it's just very logo heavy. And for me, I'm more big on the design. Like, I'm not a huge fan of just branding everywhere. This hoodie and pants, it just has logos stacked everywhere. So it's a no-look pass for me. That hooded field jacket is dope. I love that olive color with the brown fur on the inside. Kind of remind me of something Nas would have wore in the 90s. We got this dog polo. I'm not gonna lie, normally this would be something that I probably would gravitate towards because I love polos and rugbies, especially when they don't have the traditional style, just the stripes or the small branding near the pocket. So I love rugbies and polos that have like huge graphics on them and just giving them a different vibe than we typically see. But for this one, it gives me more like a memorial vibe, so it'll be a pass for me. For somebody who loves dogs, they may gravitate towards this piece. Personally, I'm more into like the style of like the Polo Ralph Lauren Rugby's Five Horsemen, or it's an Averex one that I'm looking for right now. So this one would be a pass for me, but I'm not mad at anybody who picks this up. It's clean. Here we go with another Vanson's collab. Supreme Vanson Leather Skull Zip Up Hooded Sweater. Supreme Umbro Cotton Ripstop Track Pants. Track pants automatic. No, I don't like anything with writing across the butt, as we stated earlier. We're not advertising Supreme, but I don't see why this needed to be a Vanson Leathers collab. Like, just don't make sense. It's a wool, looks to be a wool sweater. Maybe I'm hoping it's not acrylic, but looks to be a wool sweater with skulls all over it. I mean, the color is dope. The Vanson Leathers will definitely add taxing to that sweater. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Travis Scott fans will gravitate towards this and want to pick it up, but it's probably going to be a pass for me. I don't like collabs where you just putting a name on something that doesn't need to be there. They did the same thing with the Spider-Man last season. And last but not least, we got the Supreme Wash Box logo sweatshirt and Wash Box logo sweatpants. These are what they are. I mean, everybody loves box logos every season, so I mean, I'm sure a lot of people want this and to pick it up. I've never been a huge fan of the box logos. I always thought they were a bit overrated, especially last year. Y'all were tripping over that MM6 box logo. I can't believe y'all went crazy like that, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, so y'all got the box logos this season. I think I got one box logo, so I've never been a huge crazy fan of them. I definitely don't want one where it's screen printed on. This lookbook not looking too promising. I'm hoping that the preview, once we get to look at all the colorways and all the items that's coming out, that it's a lot better than this lookbook, because I'm not impressed by this lookbook at all. To me, I thought last season was the worst season, but based off this lookbook, it might be competing. It might be competing. I'm not a fan of anything that I saw, and the stuff that I am a fan of was just basic stuff. So hopefully, once we see the preview, things will look better than what they look now. I think I'm just gonna review each section and make videos separately for each section, or maybe I'll combine two sections and then make a video on that, and then combine two other sections and make a video on that. I just don't want to cram it all in and make a video that's like too long. Let me know what you think about the lookbook. Is it dope? Is it fire? Is it trash? Do you think this is going to be one of the best seasons that we had in recent years, or is this one of the worst ones? I've been real critical of the brand over the last few years, so I don't think it's been a good season since fall winter 2023. Shout out to Tremaine Emory. They need him back.